Hi everyone, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. It's Saturday and I am going to give you my weekly recap, let you know how I did today and exactly how my week went. So it was a pretty good week. Probably not as productive as I would like it to be, but it was a pretty good week. I was able to get my butt in gear with my activity. I set up some March goals and I'm going to put those here. And it was good. I'm trying to be a little more focused and trying to get my head back in the game, I guess I want to say. I mean, I'm going through the days, I'm checking through the boxes, but I think it's more of a to-do list, check in the box type of thing that I'm having to force. So, you know, did I track? Did I exercise? Did I get my water in? It's really being forced at this point to stay on track. And I would like that to maybe get back to more of a natural rhythm instead of the check in the box, you know, situation that it's in right now. So start off here, we're going to talk about, I've got my list in front of me. We're going to talk about my weekly menu. And I hope that this weekly menu is helping you as much as it's helping me stay on track. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to have those Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. And we did not get an opportunity to have those. I did cook this week, but it just got to be where I didn't have a chance to make them. And instead of taking a chance of the meat expiring or, you know, kind of getting to that point to where it's just no longer good, I just threw them in the freezer and decided I would just try to make them this week. So I already have everything bought for those except for the green peppers. And I think I'm just going to do a frozen green pepper and onion bag and just make it easy on myself. And I still want to film that for you because I think I might do those in the oven this time and see how they turn out that way. So stay tuned, that's coming. We're also going to do oven fried chicken because, sorry, I've got the cat in my lap and he is shedding. I'll put a picture here. He's so cute. So I'm going to do oven fried chicken this week, and that's going to be super good because yum, fried chicken. We're going to do fish. I'm trying to keep the fish in the rotation. And I love fish, so hopefully I can get that one done again this week. We're going to do spaghetti, and I'm going to do a variation of my spaghetti this week. We'll talk about that in just a minute. And we're going to do a chicken enchilada casserole. And I had seen this on Six Sisters stuff. It looked so good. I mean, just so good. So I think I'm going to make that one this week. All right, so let's talk about... Kim's going to make a change. Kim is making a change this week. I have been on purple for a while and I'm going to switch to blue on Monday. And it's been a long time coming. With being on purple, I noticed that I have been over-carbing, possibly over-fruiting, and it's been really, it's been a struggle. And I've had to really change things up towards the end of the week because I know I shouldn't be weighing myself more than once a week, but I have been. And it's really been, like I said, the check in the box thing has got to go away. So I think that maybe if I could switch to blue, give myself a little more leeway, variation, a couple more points to play with. I'm not utilizing the purple plan the way I should. And if you want me to go more into that, let me know. But I really need a change. So that's what I'm going to do. Come Monday, you're going to see that change and that variation, which probably will make a few of you happy because I know there's a lot of you out there that are on blue and you've requested that I try to get more of those blue points into my plan. So that's what we're going to do. So stay tuned there. I didn't post this past Thursday. I have had my granddaughter this week. We've been running back and forth to softball practice, and the week got away from me, and I really did want to just throw something up real quick. I really want to make sure that when I'm posting my videos, that they're quality videos, and I just didn't have it this week. So hopefully next Thursday I'll be back on track, and I'll be able to, either post a cook with me or a what I ate today and get that going for you again. Weight loss this week. Super excited. The scale moved. I'm down a pound. So that puts me at a total of 5.8 pounds lost this year. And I'm super excited. I mean, when you're at the level that I'm at and you only have a few pounds, a few pounds to kind of play with, it goes slow. It definitely goes slower. So I was happy that I didn't stay the same again this week and that I didn't have a gain. So down 5.8, and I'm going to take that as a win, because keeping that scale moving is definitely a focus for me this year. All right, I'm just kind of going through my list here. Books. I did not finish a book this week, which is kind of odd because I've been really good with doing the books on tape. But I did pick up my Kindle. I am still working through one of the vampire books on there. And I'm also I started reading that Rachel Cruz book, Love Your Life, Not Theirs. I'll put a picture of that here. And that one's so good. It talks about comparisons, and I think that a lot of us get caught up in that comparison game. Your friends post something on Facebook, or you're flipping through Instagram and somebody's posting either a new cooking utensil or a tool or a new gadget, or they got a new car, or, like you kind of get caught up on some of that stuff, and you start wanting things, and you already have things that you don't use, but yet you're so enamored by something that somebody else has that you want to just run out and grab it. And I get caught up in that myself. You see somebody that's trying, they've got some new running shoes, or they've got a new exercise equipment. I mean, there could be just so many different things. And you look at those things and you're like, wow, or that comparison game just kind of gets out of hand sometimes. And she's got some really, really good methods to kind of hone in on your own journey, on your own path, on your own. Sometimes people just spend money and they get out of control with things. And it's just because it's not something you really need. It's a want, and it's something that you're like, I want to upgrade this or upgrade. It's such a good book. I highly recommend. I really like Rachel Cruz anyway. She does have some videos out there. She's got her own YouTube channel. I follow her on lots of social media platforms. And I just really, really like her. So if you're not catching Rachel Cruz, definitely check her out. She is Dave Ramsey's daughter, if you don't know who she is. And I've been a long time Dave Ramsey follower for a while. So definitely check her out. And again, I've got her second book. It's over here on my desk. I've got her second book going, and it's just so good. So good. Can't say enough. All right, so since I started talking about some of the movies and series that I was watching, you guys seem to really like that. So what did Kim binge watch this week? Kim binge watched on Amazon Prime Video, and it's called Tell Me Your Secrets. And that one, it's got a disclaimer right on the front of it. You must be 16 or older to watch. It's very interesting, and it was so good that I finished the entire season this week. 10 episodes, which means I spent 10 hours. I did spend some of that time on the treadmill. I may have started this one last week. But 10 hours, I've got it all in, and it was so good, like so interesting. And just when you think that you have it figured out, they throw another twist and a turn in on you. So if you watch that, I want to hear your thoughts down below. And if you haven't watched it, let me know if I've intrigued you enough to start watching that one, and let me know your thoughts, because again, so good. Now, I'm going to I'm going to insert a clip here of my March goals. It's typically I'm going to try to track every day. I'm going to try to get 3 times of my exercise, but of course I've already shown you this. But one of the things that I'm going to also do is I have some bins, and I'm kind of, it's over here. I've got some bins that I have things in for my scrapbooking, and it's my cube system storage. And I'll talk to you more about that when we get there. I'll just kind of, like I said, I'm just going to throw a clip in here and show you what I'm talking about. But I'll throw that clip in here. Okay, here is my cube system. And it is, I mean, it looks pretty good right now. It really does. But when I get closer and I start to open up bins, I have basically tossed things in here. I've got extra supplies. I've got some extra pictures that I need to go through. You know, extra flowers. It gets to be like a, let me just throw it in here and I'll go through it later. You can see this one has extra vinyl in it and extra crafting supplies, so this one's not so bad. But my plan is to go through, let me push that one back, try not to jar you too much, is to go through each of these white cubes, get them organized as to what's in them, and I'm going to label. I'm going to place some little labels, I'm trying not to move around too much here, as to what's in them, so that when I'm looking for things, I can actually find it. No idea how to do my vinyl. I'm stocked up on vinyl, so no idea how to do my vinyl or how to store it better, but this is how it is, and it just works. You know, it's just going to work. You can see that I kind of store different things here, which definitely should not be there. Extra slinky. But again, once I get these other things organized, maybe I can just use one as a catch-all, but, you know, just as a miscellaneous bin, but just to kind of keep things going there. This area is not where I want it to be. I'm just going to kind of show you this now. I've got my extra done pages, which I need to put into albums. I've got my extra supplies. If you guys attend my Zoom meetings, I've wore these in my past Zoom meetings. So I've got this area pretty much done. My Cricut, my first Cricut's over here. Bags of more stuff that I use for my Zoom meetings. But I've got this pretty functional. I wore that hat in last week's Zoom meeting. I got to put that away. But I've got this pretty functional, but I could still kind of make this area a little bit better. But I think if I could get my cube system in order, maybe some of this stuff would go away and I could make it a little more functional, and I could, you know, kind of get things done. I've got extra storage down here as well. But crafting items, just different things that I have in here. So I need to kind of get this more functional, and this is on my to-do list for March. So enough of that, but I just thought I would show you this just to kind of keep you apprised to what my next goal is. All right, so back. Let's jump back in. So that's going to be a challenge. It's definitely going to be a challenge. And that's my March goal, to get through all of that, to make those more functional, have them labeled, and etc. So let me know if you want me to keep up and kind of show you little things like that, you know, in my weekly updates. So with that said, don't forget, give me a thumbs up for today's video. Leave me some comments below. Let me know if there's something else you'd like me to update you on these weekly updates. And with that said, I'm going to wrap it up, and have a great week, and we will see you next video.